Top of the morning, everyone. It is May the 6th. Touchstones reading from a child of God and a recovering alcoholic addict. Let's have a moment of silence for those still out there in pain and suffering, please. Thank you. Little importance has been given to body awareness. The emphasis is on achievement rather than awareness. Yet, it is only those athletes who have a highly developed kinesthetic sense, I probably pronounced that wrong, muscle sense, whoever achieve high levels of excellence. That's from W. Timothy Galloway. The athlete has an intrusive awareness of his body, balance, and surroundings. As he moves, he knows how to aim, gather energy, and release it. Being in the zone brings a Zen-like serenity, a flow unencumbered by thoughts of winning. Yes, competition and achievement are useful in our lives. Winning provides us with motivation and fun, but when we give it primary importance, we weaken and lose balance. Our balance is strengthened with awareness across our lives. We need a sense of the whole. If a ruler refused to hear news from a certain section of his country, his leadership would suffer. When we ignore our feelings and don't reflect on our daily lives, we become weaker and less adequate men. As we read this page today, we are opening ourselves to internal messages and opening the windows of awareness. God, help me find more balance and learn to be more aware. Amen. And so true. I know, or I remember when I was drinking and drugging, I played a lot of golf, and at times I played fairly well. But like what it says up here at the beginning in the reading, the awareness, I don't know if I believe this too much, because it says awareness of the body, the balance and surroundings. I was drinking and drugging a lot. I played a lot of good golf sober, and I played a lot of good golf drunk and high. I don't know how to. I think I believe that your body can learn repetitions. It's like practice. Good practice makes, perfect practice makes perfect play. So I played a lot of golf sober as a kid, and it's just repetitive action. And I think I've carried that along as I was drinking and drugging, and just carried that movement along, even though I was drinking and drugging in some of these competitions. What it says, that the prayer at the end, God help me find more balance and learn to be more aware. That's I believe that with anything in life, definitely being sober, I want to find balance and I want to be more aware. I feel like in my sobriety, I have become more aware of my surroundings and people and places and things, and I don't let it get to me, or some of the circumstances get to me like they used to. Um, so when it talked about being in the zone, I keep going back to playing golf. When I was drinking and drugging, I would get in the zone a lot, and I could play lights out at times and not even know. It was just repetitive. But then, on the other hand, when I was sober, I did the same thing. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you stick with something that's good, you can learn it. And I guess what I'm talking about is sobriety, and more importantly, by the grace of God. My mom gave me values as a kid with Jesus Christ. That carried me along through 40 years of drinking and drugging. He carried me. And then I went away from him for a lot of years. He brought me back the last couple years into sobriety, and I'm able to see this new life. So going back to your roots, maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Going back to the roots of what you learned as me is what I learned as a kid, knowing that it was he was already always there. And letting him help me. I didn't ever let him help me. And finding the balance and being more aware, I can only do that with God in my life. And the only way I can have God in my life is if I'm sober. So I love y'all very much. I hope you have a safe and blessed day. Peace.